Okay, Nissan 350Z, replacing the rear seal, not the seal over the crankshaft, but the pan seal, the rear pan seal on this thing. In order to drop the pan down far enough to get my hands in there to clean everything up, because I had gooped up the back when I had replaced the rear main seal, I had to unbolt the pan, unbolt the suspension, the cross member, on most of the bolts. I got those up there. I loosened these. This one's out. This one's loose. This one's loose. That one I didn't loosen. The other side I dropped completely. I also had to rotate the clutch pressure line so that I could get the pan to drop, because the pan was hitting up against the hose. I had to lift the engine with a special stand we've made here at the muffler shop by dropping the lift down while the stand stayed in place. I also had to loosen up the fans and take off the top radiator hose to make room for that to move. So this thing's been a real pain in the ass. Don't take this line off. This is a coolant line, and yes, it does interfere with how low the pan goes, but unless you're willing to drain all the radiator or antifreeze out of the radiator, I wouldn't loosen that up. I had to disconnect a few of these electrical connections and unbolt the brackets from the front of the pan. Most of the bolts on this are on the outside. There are 3 that are on the inside. You can Google YouTube and find videos that show how that's done with the engine out of the car, but nobody ever shows you how to do it with the engine in the car. I didn't have an extra free hand to video this while I was doing it. I don't think my battery would have lasted as long, because I've been on this for a day and a half now. Anyway, for anybody that's interested, that's what you got to do to drop the pan far enough that you can get your hand in there, remove the seal, and goop everything back up again.